Every freestyle rapper wants to unlock the superpower of unlimited bars, the ability to come up with punchline after punchline without ever messing up and blow everybody's mind. So if that's what you want, then I've got good news and bad news. The good news is I've been freestyle rapping for like 10 years and I can tell you exactly how to unlock the endless bars ability. But the bad news is I can't give you all the answers in one YouTube video. It takes a long time. I'm going to give you 5 legit techniques you can do right now to increase your freestyle rap duration. But this is in no way a complete guide. It's more like a starter pack for people who want to get better at freestyle rapping right now. Tip number 1, slow down when you get confused. This one's crazy and a lot of people don't even realize it, but in freestyle rap and in any form of music, we tend to speed up when we get nervous. We get all jerky and we start spitting out nonsense and it just turns into a word salad, and that's when we crash. A lot of times people end up jamming too many rhymes into one line. So somebody's rapping, yo, my name's Al and I've got bars. I'm trying to learn how to rap real far. I'm in the car with a gar and a boom. That's when you crash. Stop speeding up when you get confused. You're not going to rhyme your way out of getting stuck. Instead, slow it down. Hey, my name's Al and I've got bars. I'm trying to learn how to rap real far. I'm in the car, driving down the road. Hope I go slow. I want to get control. Just slow the down and you'll have time to think of something to say. Don't speed up when you're confused. Number 2, practice 1-syllable rhymes. I cannot stress this enough, people. Check it out. When it comes to 1-syllable words like cat, that word has the rhymes fat and bat and sat, and the word dog rhymes with jog and log. And so these are what we call rhyming groups. And there's a wonderful, awesome secret about the English language, which is that there are only about 300 different 1-syllable rhyming groups. So we've got dog, jog, log, we've got cat, hat, fat. There's only about 300 of them. That's not the same with 2-syllable or 3-syllable words, because when you start adding syllable combinations, you end up with thousands of different possible rhymes. 1-syllable rhymes are much more pigeonholed into 300 groups. And I think I memorized like 750 different Pokemon when I was 10 years old. I can definitely memorize 300 different groups as a full-grown adult. So you gotta understand, if you practice your 1-syllable rhymes, then you can get to the point where you've actually properly memorized a few rhymes in every one of the 300 1-syllable rhyming groups, and then you can never ever get stumped by a 1-syllable rhyme ever again. So anytime that I'm rapping freestyle and I'm feeling a little confused, maybe I'm falling behind, I'm about to start speeding up, I slow it down and I end my current bar with a 1-syllable word, because I know that I can never be stumped by a 1-syllable rhyme. That's like a crazy safety net that you don't get anywhere else. Number 3, practice rapid associations with random words. So this is one that I've seen a lot of people give advice on, and it's great advice. You have to be able to associate different ideas while you're freestyle rapping, because if I rap about a cat, then I gotta keep that thought going in the next line. Maybe my next line is something about the cat's tail, or something about having 9 lives, or being the cat's meow, right? I'm trying to take the word cat and come up with some extra ideas that kind of spring off of that. And then after that next line, I'll take that extra idea and kind of spring off of that. So you have to train your brain to hear a word and start springing ideas off of it as fast as possible. And the way I love to do that is I go to a random word generator, I generate a random word, and then I come up with 4 associations as fast as possible. So let's say I generate the word dog. Then I can come up with tail, ball, walk, and leash. Great. Then I'm gonna generate another word. Maybe I generate the word car. Car, wheel, tire, gas, engine. And I'm just gonna go through a random word generator, clicking a new word, a new word, a new word, and I'm gonna try to come up with 4 rapid associations as fast as I possibly can because I'm trying to train my brain to associate so fast that it just happens automatically at the end of each bar when I get there. That's gonna allow me not only to keep my raps on topic while I'm freestyle rapping, but it's also gonna allow me to go longer and think of more ideas, and I'm gonna be less likely to be stumped at the end of a bar when I think, oh, what do I talk about next? Tip number 4, how to rap longer when you're going off the top, is a little counterintuitive. Write more raps. Do more written raps. It's been proven time and time again by a million scientific studies that your brain remembers things better when you write it down. And my personal thought, it doesn't really matter if you write it down on a piece of paper, on a napkin, if you write it down on your phone or on your computer, just the act of making your hands produce the words that you're thinking in your head is enough to kind of cement those ideas mentally for you to access later. And this is huge because when you write raps, you have a lot of time to think of cool wordplay ideas, cool, more complex rhyme schemes, difficult rhythm patterns, and associations that you wouldn't really think of exactly in the moment while you're freestyle rapping. But if those words that you rhymed with, or those associations you brought up, or those wordplay opportunities come up in a freestyle rap later, your brain is instantly gonna think, oh, I remember that time I wrote a rap about this, and I mentioned this association, and I used this word to rhyme with it, and you suddenly have a lot more options than if you're just totally going off the top. The more raps you write, the more of a library of wordplay and rhymes and rhythms and everything else you have locked into your head for later association. Tip number 5, this is gonna be some shameless self-promotion, but I gotta tell it because it's honestly one of my favorite things ever. Use the rhyme game, specifically in fully filled mode, to practice freestyle rapping. What I found was that the biggest, most common reason that I would crash while I was freestyle rapping, when I would mess up and I couldn't go any further, is because I messed up my rhythm. It's because I was going a little too fast, or maybe a little too slow, or maybe I put too many words in a sentence, or maybe I lost count of the rhythm, and it was all centered around my ability to keep track of the rhythm while I'm rapping. So I created the rhyme game to give myself a visual demonstration of the rhythm right in front of my eyes, so I could start practicing and internalizing how it feels to construct wordplay with the proper timing to drop a punchline. And I know that it's kind of like shameless for me to promote my own app in a video about tips, but listen to this. Before I started practicing with the rhyme game, I was able to maybe last an entire song if I was lucky, and after using the rhyme game for just a few weeks, I unlocked the ability to rap for like hours on end. And I can rap now for like 5 hours straight, freestyling off the top about whatever I see. If I go for 5 hours, it's gonna be some terrible whack raps. It's not gonna be good rap, but what I'm not gonna do is fall on my face and mess up. I can just keep going and going and going because the secret is just knowing the pace of the music and knowing how not to fall behind, but at the same time, how not to speed up and get too far ahead. And the rhyme game helps master that. Here's a quick bonus tip for everybody, which is probably one of the biggest enlightening moments that I've ever had as a freestyle rapper to help me focus more on my raps and last longer, is focus your attention on your audience. A lot of times what we do when we freestyle rap is we're focusing our attention on ourselves. Freestyle rapping is a very meditative exercise. You kind of have to enter this flow zone in order to freestyle rap effectively. And what we end up doing is getting locked inside of our own mind. And we forget that people are listening to us, or that at least we're supposed to be performing for people when we freestyle rap. And so we end up forcing ourselves to go for these difficult punchlines and these complicated rhythms and rhyme schemes. But the truth is, the audience doesn't always need complicated rhyme schemes. When you're focusing on what the audience reacts to and what they enjoy, you'll find that you can be a lot simpler in your raps and still have them sound good. So, for example, sometimes if there's like a dog in the room, something as simple as saying like, bark, bark, I'm a dog, let's go for a jog. That's such a corny line, but the people are gonna go crazy because there is a dog in the room. On the other hand, if I went off the top and I said, yo, I'm a canine with an insane mind and I got insane rhymes, like, I would lose those people. I would be going too hard. Not only would it be more difficult for me, and I'm more likely to make a mistake, but the audience doesn't even like it as much. So focus on the audience. It's gonna help you slow yourself down. It's gonna help you keep it simple. And if you want more practice as a freestyle rapper, then you should come join me and thousands of other freestyle rappers in our freestyle rap community. The link is in the description below.